Have you ever wondered why we dream? Why? When we close our eyes at night, we are transported into strange, mysterious realities, some beautiful, others disturbing. Since ancient times, sages and mystics have claimed that dreams are not just random brain activity, but portals. Portals to invisible worlds, to dimensions beyond matter, to secret messages our spirit is trying to deliver. And believe it or not, there are forces that don't want you to understand this. There's a reason the system insists on treating dreams as meaningless illusions. Because if you discover the truth, your life will never be the same. Dreams have always been seen as keys to the spiritual world. In ancient cultures, they were used to receive divine messages, to predict the future, and even to communicate with beings from other dimensions. But today, in a materialistic society, we've been conditioned to believe that all of this is just imagination. That's not an accident. It's a way of keeping you disconnected, of preventing you from realizing the spiritual power you have while your body rests. Imagine if everyone woke up to the truth, that in dreams you can access ancient wisdom, free yourself from trauma, and even visit other realities. Who would want to hide that from you? When you dream, it's not only your brain working. Your soul partially detaches from the body, exploring what the ancients called the astral plane. This is where many experience spiritual journeys or astral projections, moments when you realize you are no longer limited by flesh, that you can pass through walls, fly, or even meet people who have already crossed over. These experiences are real, but there are forces that want to keep you locked in the illusion that it's all fantasy. Because a human being aware of their spiritual power is a human being free, uncontrollable, unshakable. Dreams also act as coded messages. How many times have you woken up feeling there was a warning in your dream? A silent voice trying to guide you? Sometimes dreams bring answers your conscious mind can't find, because they come from a deeper place, your soul connected to the divine. Ignoring these signs is like discarding letters sent directly from the universe, but we've been trained to laugh them off, to call them coincidences. All so you don't wake up. Spiritual journeys go even further. Unlike ordinary dreams, they are lucid, intense, and impossible to mistake for anything else. Many people describe floating above their body, looking down at themselves sleeping. Others say they visit temples of light, converse with beings of wisdom, or even fight spiritual battles. This knowledge exists, but it's hidden. The system would rather keep you glued to a screen, distracted, asleep to your true potential, than conscious of the fact that you can travel between worlds every single night. And here is the truth they don't want you to know. Every dream is a call. Every astral experience is an opportunity. It's not just the brain generating images. It's your spirit training, learning, facing trials. The spiritual world is as real as the physical one, and you access it every night without even realizing it. The question is, will you continue to ignore it, or will you start paying attention? They know that if you master your spiritual journeys, you'll find answers not written in books, truths not uploaded on the internet, and understanding of forces that silently shape your life. That's why they work so hard to keep you from believing. Because the moment you take control of your dreams, you take control of your destiny. That's also why so many people have disturbing nightmares. They are not just bad dreams. They are spiritual battles in disguise. Every nightmare could be a war where your soul is fighting negative energies, subtle attacks from forces that don't want you to awaken to the truth. And how many times have you felt paralyzed in a dream, unable to move or scream? That phenomenon, often called sleep paralysis, is not just biological. It can be the reflection of a spiritual attack, an attempt to trap your consciousness so you don't cross the portals of awakening. The most astonishing part is this. When you learn to interpret your dreams and control your spiritual journeys, you gain access to a level of wisdom few ever touch. You can receive visions of the future, messages of protection, or even guidance that can completely change your life. It's as if the entire universe is whispering to you while the physical world sleeps. But to hear it, you must be awake, aware, willing to accept that the truth is far greater than what you were taught. If part 1 revealed that dreams are portals, then part 2 is about the keys to those portals. Because what use is knowing the door exists if you never learn how to open it? The truth is you have always had the power, the ability to direct your dreams, to awaken inside them, to step consciously into your spiritual journeys. This is what's called lucid dreaming and astral projection. These practices are not new. They have been known for thousands of years by mystics, monks, shamans. But in the modern world, they are dismissed as fantasy, and that's exactly what they want. Because the moment you learn to take control, your life changes forever. Lucid dreaming begins when you realize you are dreaming. That spark of awareness is all it takes to transform the experience. Suddenly, you're no longer a prisoner of your subconscious. You are a creator inside the dream world. You can choose where to go, what to see, who to meet. And here's the hidden truth. Lucid dreaming is training for the spirit. It's the preparation ground for astral journeys. When you master your dreams, you begin to master your soul's travels beyond the body. Astral projection is even more powerful. It's the conscious act of leaving your body behind and moving with your spiritual self. People who have experienced it describe the sensation of floating, of hearing strange vibrations, of being pulled into another plane. Some see their own body from above. Others find themselves in landscapes more real than waking life. There are those who meet loved ones who have passed away, confirming that death is not the end, but simply a crossing. Why is this knowledge hidden? Because if humanity truly understood that life continues, that the soul is eternal, fear would lose its grip. And without fear, control becomes impossible. But here's what you must know. Just as there are beings of light who guide and protect, there are also forces that seek to deceive and block your awakening. That is why discernment is crucial. Not every dream is just a dream, and not every being you encounter in the astral is a friend. Some nightmares are warnings, some encounters are tests, and some are outright traps designed to make you fear your own spiritual nature. The enemy thrives on ignorance. If you don't know what's happening, you remain vulnerable. But the moment you shine awareness, the chains break. One of the secrets they don't want you to discover is that your dreams can be programmed. Before you sleep, you can set an intention. Ask for guidance, request clarity, seek protection. Ancient mystics practiced this as a form of night prayer, aligning their spirit before leaving their body. You can do the same. Your dream world will begin to shift. You'll start receiving symbols, answers, and even direct instructions. That's not random, that's connection. That's the universe speaking in a language of images and sensations. And yet most people miss the signs. They wake up, shrug off the dream, and rush back into the noise of daily life. That's how the system wants it. Keep you busy, distracted, too tired to notice that every night your soul is whispering the secrets of your existence. Imagine if everyone kept a dream journal. Imagine if each of us remembered, recorded, and interpreted the spiritual journeys of our nights. Humanity would wake up faster than any system of control could handle. Here is another truth. Children dream differently. Their dreams are often vivid, magical, and closer to the spiritual realms. Why? Because their connection to the invisible world hasn't been cut yet. As they grow, society teaches them to dismiss it, to ignore their inner vision. By adulthood, most people have forgotten that dreams are sacred bridges. Reclaiming your childlike openness is part of the path back. When you honor your dreams, you reawaken that purity. Some of the most powerful spiritual awakenings in history began with dreams. Prophets, inventors, leaders, all have reported visions that came in the night. From biblical accounts of Jacob's ladder to modern scientists receiving formulas in their sleep, the message is the same. Dreams are not illusions. They are transmissions, and those who pay attention can change history. Which is why the narrative has always been, it's just your brain. Because if you believed otherwise, you would understand how powerful you really are. So, how do you take back your power? Begin by respecting your dreams. Write them down the moment you wake. Look for repeating symbols, doors, water, fire, flights. These are not coincidences, they are codes. Second, learn the art of lucid dreaming. Reality checks, meditation before sleep, asking yourself throughout the day, am I dreaming? The more conscious you are in waking life, the more conscious you'll become in the dream world. Third, protect yourself. Call upon divine light before sleeping. Surround yourself with intention. Just as you lock your doors at night, guard your spirit as it journeys. And finally, do not fear. Fear is the greatest weapon used against you. Nightmares lose their power when you face them with courage. Spiritual attacks dissolve when you shine awareness. The astral world responds to your vibration. Enter it with fear and you attract shadows. Enter it with light and you discover the truth. You are not just a body with a soul. You are a soul having a human experience, free to explore infinite dimensions. This is the secret they never wanted you to uncover. Every night when you close your eyes, you are not escaping life, you are entering another. A life where you can learn, heal, battle, ascend. A life where the spiritual and the eternal meet. And once you know this, you can never go back to ignorance. You will understand that every dream carries weight, every spiritual journey is training, and every night your soul is awakening. They don't want you to discover this because once you do, You will no longer live like a pawn in someone else's game. You will live as a sovereign soul, aware of the infinite universe inside and outside of you. And that kind of human being cannot be controlled. That kind of human being is free. Motivation you need, where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction.